good, hopefully. I am ready. So ready. So ready. Been looking forward to this all day. Hopefully it's not as a very good playthrough. Hopefully. Hopefully, if we have to go through any queue times, they are very swift. Very swift. Let's hope. After all, anything can happen. Everything should be good on my end. We good? We're good. Excellent. All good, all good. So we made a lot of progress yesterday. A lot of progress. I was told I'm getting near the end of this. So probably won't beat it tonight. I'm just thinking realistically. With these expansions and mid-patch note errors, there are a lot of cutscenes, and throughout these cutscenes there's a lot of time spent, and I only have about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 to be able to stream. But on that note, I'm going to jump right in here. Lucius seems eager to set forth for Grenadier. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the gates of judgment. We must be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Where are the gates of judgment? In Grenadier? In ISHGARD, right below us. Oh. I've been so used to being in all the areas for Heavensward. Not having mounts and not being able to fly is weird. Then again, you really can't ever ride a mount in any of the cities. Still, it just feels weird. Going back to Grenadier. Then again, I have been messing around in UL'DAH. Hopefully there's a lot of cutscenes in here today. We were packed with them yesterday. I'm actually enjoying every one of these. I usually always do. We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as ISHGARD's envoy. Not I concede that there was ever any real doubt As Lord Commander of the Temple Knots, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not, in good conscience, make a decision alone, not with the ISHGARD's Scarestraw in the Republic's Book of Statutes. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend the border. What's up, Matthew? Glad you could join us. What's up, Augustus? Nice tattoo, mate. Did it hurt? I have no tattoo. Ooh, Camp Dragonhead. Southern accent, actually. US here. I wish I had an accent. The only accent I have is just, Southern. The garrison commander waits within. Why not accompany me, Tonberry? You may see a familiar face. Familiar. Manellan, Tonberry, old boy. How wonderful to see you, Sir Emmerich, too. To what do I owe the unexpected pleasures? I will have some mulled wine brought up from the kitchen at once, if you will excuse. Nay, do not trouble yourself, Honorant. We shall soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing it to a Gnarl. I mean, to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate with these developments to Lord Francel and the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm. You and me both, old boy. I doubt I'll ever feel worthy to sit where he sat. Ah, it's a nice picture at least. Feels. Yet we can but play the hand we're dealt, and with little help from the veterans and Honor's ceaseless childing. Cheating? I'm sure I'll muddle through, so worry not, old boy. Off to Gridania with you. What's up, Baron? Oh, you gotta chill. I know, Custis, all I could say is thanks for the view. And the laughs. Chill. Ah, yeah, Choco. She's definitely nice. And wild. Emmerich, what's going down? Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find that I am enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty, now as when I laid eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. You could hit us up with that voice audio. Sir Emmerich is ready to attend the council. Me too. It seems we have an escort to the Lotus Stand, a pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Yes, of course. 'Tis like that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? Save myself some time. I did, Baron. I totally did. What is up, Zombie Fox? Glad you can make it. The envoy from ISHGARD has arrived. Very good. This way, if you... Ah, the Limbs of Lamentin party as well. I had hoped to slip unnoticed, but I see I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Emmerich. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Tombury, I trust you are well. 'Tis a day of reunions, it seems. I believe you are well acquainted with my escort. You giddy. Master Tombury, I was glad to hear from Riol that the missing scions have now been found. There is much and more I would discuss with you, but let the first attend to the issue at hand, shall we?
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of UL'DAH. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This Griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. ISHGARD's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people, too, would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is much to be done.
Gotta love Raban. So crazy. Crazy cool. How do you get your dreads so thick, dude? Well, I guess it's just luck.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defenses seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
It's getting juicy. So pumped for you to get the stormblood. Okay, Zombie Fox, sounds good. Hopefully you enjoy your dinner. A good reading voice. I would never do a novel. Oh. It's no offense to anybody. It was just, talk about messing up. I mess up enough on here. I could only imagine if I was actually recording a novel. It'd be terrible. That the Council was able to reach an accord so swiftly is a heartening development in itself. I only hope my misgivings prove unfounded. Ah, good. You have yet to depart. I feared I'd missed you. Sir Emmerich. Master Alphino. A pleasure as always. And Mistress Alise, how wonderful to see you thus recovered. Pardon the interruption. I had hoped to thank Tonberry for serving as our escort before other duties called him away. I also wish to thank our Dominala. Forgive me, my lord. I was but awaiting the opportune moment to join the conversation, and force of habit made me keep to the shadows. No apologies are necessary, Mr. Sugiri. I was most grateful for your interjection. when I offered ISHGARD support. My nation's historic failure to heed the Alliance pleas for aid is a matter of record. Even so, I might have said record actually, even so, the Alliance leaders were plainly unprepared for my impromptu apology. The resulting air of awkwardness might have lingered longer, were it not for your timely offer of cooperation, which allows the Elder Seedseer to accept us both. I very much appreciate the gesture. I only did my duty, Sir Emmerich. The Empire is an enemy to us all, and we are grateful for the opportunity to fight at your side. And full glad are we to have you. Pray convey my regards to the Scions. My friends, we must return to ISHGARD. Whatever is wrong with the simple sorry or thank you? Must these politicians always make a speech out of everything? That is how we adults speak, dear sister. Mayhap the ones like the sound of their own voice in any case. Our business here is concluded. We should be on our way as well. Will you accompany us to Revenant's Toll, Yugiri? Actually, I think I shall first pay a brief visit to the East Shroud. I am curious to know how Papalymo and UL'DAH fared in their talks with the Sylphs, not to mention what has been going on with Balzar's Wall. I will join you at the Rising Stones anon. To Revenant's Toll. Okay, what is next? I see. Welcome back, Tomberry. I don't know about you, but I am heartily glad all of the talking is over. I understand that these council meetings are important, but do you not find it tiresome to have to weigh every word before you speak it? I doubt I will ever feel at home in the realm of politics. That said, people have been known to change, and if my brother is willing to run his own errands, anything is possible. Some food. Speed spell. Ooh, sounds like everything already. More eggnog. Yeah. Alistair seems eager to discuss the council's decision with the other Scions. Well, as much as I enjoy the bustle of the toll, I think it's time we headed inside. My brother and the others will not be long. Ah, you were returned from the council. But what of Alphino? Did some other matter require his attention? My apology, friends. I trust we have not kept you waiting over long. Greetings, everyone. Oh, Kral, how's Naga doing? She will be alright, won't she? I don't see why not. She's sleeping at the moment. Tataru is keeping an eye on her, so we'll know soon enough if there's any change in her condition. Her wounds are healing well. With sufficient rest, I am certain she will make a full recovery. Thank goodness for that. No doubt. Now, mayhap, you would share with us the Council's decision. Each of the nations, ISHGARD included, has committed to providing military support to Gridania. The Eorzean Empire will soon have a sufficient force in the Black Shroud ready to respond to any Imperial act of aggression. You know, I almost wish the Council would stop messing around and give the Griffin what he wants. I wouldn't like to be the Imperial caught between the Resistance and the Alliance. UL'DAH, or UL'DAH, you cannot seriously. One does not lightly go to war with the Garlean Empire. Quite, to open hostilities without due consideration would be to invite disaster. If only there were some way to reach the Griffin, some means to convince him to abandon his reckless course. It may not be entirely unfeasible. There is a network of tunnels beneath Belzar's walls, secret passages dug by the Resistance to provide a way out of Alamigo, which may equally serve as a way in. Precisely. If all are in agreement, I would be the one to undertake the necessary negotiations. I am familiar with the route to the and the Resistance is familiar with me. About as familiar as they are with me, you mean? Say what you want. I'm coming too. I have some experience in the practice of infiltration. If you would have me, my services are at your disposal. As are mine. It has been far too long since I shared a shadow with a shinobi, and I do not intend to waste the opportunity. 4 is quite sufficient for an infiltration mission. Greater numbers will only serve to increase the risk of detection. Kral and I will direct our energies elsewhere. What of you? Live in yours. I will return to the East Shroud and stand watch over the border. Should matters take a turn for the worse, 'twould seem wise to be on hand. Might I prevail upon you to accompany me, Tonberry? Gridania will be safer for your presence, and while it may not seem the most thrilling duty, dear sister, I might ask that you remain at the Rising Stones to pass on the messages, and so on. To hold the fort, you mean? Very well. I suppose the task must fall to someone. Safe travels of all you. Alphino. If you have any unfinished business in the toll, pray attend to it now. I would depart for the Thawhorn Hut without delay. The nearby watchtower offers an unobstructed view of the Belzar's wall, and I should be interested to speak with the to the Alliance commanders who have installed themselves at its top. What am I doing? I can just do this. Be a little bit faster. Hawthorne Hut. Ah, Tonberry, there you are. Come. Oh, Amerisa's spire awaits. The Alliance officers on the platform should be able to apprise us of any developments at the wall. Fancy meeting the two of you here. We're about to set forth. Indeed, I was about to say, 12s watch over you, but I doubt you have need of divine protection, even if you are venturing into the enemy territory. Don't worry, Alfino. We'll have the griffin by the scruff of the neck before you know it. Do make up your mind, Ida. Nary a moment ago, you seemed ready to shake the griffin by the hand rather than the neck. So, which is it to be? 'Twould be best to decide before we enter into negotiations. Trust me, Paplimo. I'll shake whatever needs shaking. The talking part I'll leave to you. I think I feel a headache coming on. Let's be on our way, shall we? Some things never change. Well then, shall we make for the spire? Our Alliance friends will doubtless have news for us. I gotta run. Chill out, girl. Welcome, warrior of Lot. I assume you are here to speak with our commanding officers. You will find them on the observation platform. Pray proceed. Pippin! Greetings, my friends. 'Tis good to see you both well. I was hoping you might turn up. I've dragged half the watch here. See the sight. And see the sight of you might help remind them why we bothered. If memory serves, I have not seen many of you since the day of the grand melee, or melee. Having borne the brunt of your blows, may I say, what an honor it is to stand at your side. 'Tis heartening indeed to see the realm's most stalwart defenders thus gathered in common cause. Speaking of which, what news from the wall? All has been quiet. Except for that. Report. What? 7 hells. Fighting has broken out. On top of the wall. A full-scale assault. So the Griffin has made his move. Someone has. And what's that supposed to mean? The attackers, they're wearing Grand Company colors. Renata Stark, what is up? Impossible. We gave no such order. Of course, the wall was never the Griffin's target. It was bait. We have been goaded into deploying our armies nearby, thus lending weight to this deception. If those uniforms were convincing enough to deceive my scouts, the Empire will surely think we've launched an offensive. This could mean war. Even so, this may yet be no more than a diversion. With the armies of the Alliance occupying the Empire's attention, it would be comparatively easy for the Griffin supporters to slip into Alamigo. He could then incite a rebellion amongst the populace, which the Imperial reserves would be hard-pressed to contain. Eorzea, meanwhile, would be plunged into chaos. Tonberry, we must make for the wall at once. What? Just the two of you? Our companions embarked on a mission to sway the Griffin from his course. They are likely halfway to his command post by now. They will emerge in the midst of a raging battle, and I do not mean to abandon them to their fate. It will be dangerous, aye, but the confusion may work to our advantage. If we are careful to avoid the skirmishing, it may yet be possible to reach the Griffin, and if we can do that, Lady Hilda, might I ask that you have an airship ready to bear the Scions to safety? Huh. I don't know this Lady Hilda. Who this Lady Hilda is, Marshal. But if you can count on me, we must prepare for Imperial reprisals. May the Navigator guide us through the storm. Griffin. Forward, comrades. The time has come to drive the Empire of Alamigo and force action upon those who have turned their backs to our suffering for so long. Let this victory be the first step in the liberation of our homeland. Alamigo will be free, no matter the cost. Where's Alfino? Just right over here. Before I actually click this, I'm gonna go ahead and get Choco out here. Oh shit, wrong one. I don't know what I'm thinking. And go ahead and get the Edgy out as well. Make it a little easier on myself. From what Papolimo told me, the trail ahead should lead us into the shadow of the wall. As we have two objectives, I suggest we divide our forces. I shall make straight ways for the tunnels and attempt to intercept our comrades ere they stumble into a bloodbath. While I do so, I must ask that you scale the wall. Know that I would not propose such a course. Why do I need to scale the wall? He's Lalafell. If there were any other way, but the time suitably is past. Oh, subtly. Take a band of your most trusted companions and cut a path through the griffin. Make him see reason by any means necessary. Once we are free of the tunnels, we will make for your position with all due haste, and everything proceeds according to plan. Hilda will then swoop in and split us all away to safety. I only pray that we have enough time. What happened to all the voice audio? Oh, Belzar's wall. Gotta get this queued up. Oh, it shouldn't take long at all either. That is a good thing. Let me actually do something real quick on my end. Jumping in here today, I was trying my best not to run late. So I was rushing my setup here. All should be good, it's just more of a double check. Yeah, we're all good. Sorry about that. Okay. Now let's, It's just a short amount of time. I could do some new beast trap quests that I've acquired. After all, I can do just a few. I would be able to finish them anyway. Shit. Hey, it actually put me on this side of the wall this time. We'll go with the new ones first. Right where it hurts. Narouge Bull wishes to capitalize on the panic you have sown. I see panic among the ranks of the Zaharak fools. It is your deeds, honored ally. I have sown these seeds of discord. Even the priests who command our enemies have begun to show themselves in plain sight. The disruptions of their summoning preparations do not sit with them well with them. Let us further stir the pot, fellow warrior. I bid you slay the members of Ifrit's clergy, the Zanrak thaumaturgs, and their bodyguard pugilists as well. Seize from their lifeless shells what ritual tools and offerings they carried. Leave their brethren nothing with which to confirm their unholy rites. This one seems a little darker than what I'm used to. It's usually just, you know, go kill these guys. Come back when you're done. This guy's like, take it all. After this, there's something else I'm gonna do that it's just a little bit more important, probably. I just now thought about it. I'm gonna go back to UL'DAH for a second and actually possibly hit up that next Grand Company thing. Quest. I just want a promotion. Now where are these thaumaturgs and pugilists? I'm gonna save the good spells. I guess it doesn't count. I may have to be up there. Looks that way. Oh, okay. I didn't think there was going to be more up here. I see the dots on the map, but I do not see the homage. If only. Should have one more just right over here. Decently simple. Pretty much like all the others, just still, that was just a little bit dark. Take everything they have. Alright, man. Mira, how's it going? Thanks for watching. Glad you could join us. Hopefully I've said that right. Ooh, wrong way. These weaklings that beseech a god for strength and earn nothing through the honorable battle deserve nothing. Slaughter Ifrit's priests and seize from them their ritual tools. All done, bro. It's all good. You pull the fangs off our enemy, honored ally. The thaumaturgs were foolish to reveal themselves. Every mistake they make shall cost them dearly. And should they endeavor to fashion new tools for their rots, well, I have the perfect warrior to once more unleash into their midst. Indeed. Okay, before I actually jump into anything though, I'm gonna do this real quick and then I'm gonna go to UL'DAH. Do that mission real quick. It should be pretty time consuming. Should be just enough time to use to actually get us into here. Whoa! Whoa! I keep fucking up. No more mess-ups. Hopefully. I started to actually do this last night and then things got away from me. I may have actually even accepted it. Looks like I did. Coming here was a waste. Should have looked at this first. Griffin, Griffin on the wall. Okay, this one is for something completely different. That's for the Crystal Tower. 3 beaks to the wind. Sea of Clouds. Don't remember what that one was about. Shadow and Cast Immortal Flames. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, because that is a dungeon, and that is why I did not do it last night. We'll do something else. What do you want? Oh, no. We're not gonna do samurai stuff right now. We're summoner. That's for a whole different playthrough one day. What else can I do? I can check over here. Sell some stuff. Donate. So much stuff. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about it right now. Oh, there's got to be a nice, fun, small, random quest we can do here. Let's check them out. No, do not want to be a pugilist. Motivational speaking. What was this in the sea? Oh yeah. This. I couldn't ever figure out where to go. I know where I can go. Should have thought of it earlier. Yeah, we'll go to Foundation here. What server are you on? This is the Ultra server, the Primal Data Center. Ah, yes. Oh. I was actually afraid that was going to take a really long time. I've been getting really lucky with these. They catch me off guard because they'll start off with a really low time, about, let's say, hey, what are you doing? No. They start off about 10 to 14 minutes, and then they jump dramatically about 10 minutes. Really hard to say optimistic about it. But then again, I always jump in way earlier. I get lucky. It's DPS. Might be like me. I was actually stuck in come on. Come on. You're right there. What? Okay. Looks like that was a false alarm. That was a tease, is what that was. But that was probably a full party member, party finder crew there. Oh well. No, this is not where I wanted to go, actually. Yes. I was gonna see what this guy had. Yeah. Gods of Eld. Torcifers has a message for you from a mysterious stranger. Ah, my Lord Tonberry, during your absence, a stranger came calling. Upon learning that you are away, he left a message to the effect that he wishes to speak with you and will await you at the Rising Stones. If you have mind to oblige this stranger, please be careful. I cannot well explain why, but it put me ill at ease to simply be near him. Who could this be? Not what I wanted to do. Could be a surprise here. But yeah, the other day I was actually stuck in one of these right here, just a loading screen. Your main is on Exodus. That's pretty cool. This is actually my main. Have another character that lurks around on Genova, on the Aether data Center, but I don't use it much. It was literally a character for pleasure. I created a red mage, and then I started getting way too many spoilers, so I had to back out. Back out and start focusing on the summoner here, who is primarily whom I focus on. Looks like we're just waiting on a tank now. Who is this stranger? To go all the way into the solar? it's a risk. I am like right there. One tank away. One tank away. But yes, this is actually my first time playing through all of this too, so that's why I had to back off the red mage. Oh, we could be waiting forever. Enter the solar. I'll just watch it again if I have to sometime. Destination. Who is this mysterious stranger? My thanks for coming. UL'DAH? That is a guess. UL'DAH is my name, and I serve a friend. I sought you out, that I might alert you to the rising threat of the beings known as the Icons. You're aware of the threat, you say. Ah, but I speak not of the primals, with which you are exceedingly well acquainted. It may be interesting to you to know that the term Icon and the being to which it refers precede the Garlean Empire by eras. You see, it is the name by which the Allagans called godlike beings, the dark divinity Odin among them, and the Garleans who seek to eliminate the glory of the ancient Allag have simply availed themselves of it. Pray permit me to continue the tale. How do they have this access? Oh, okay. Now this one makes sense. Ah, Oriange. How kind of you to join us. As the Warrior Light's comrade, my participation is but to be expected. After all, the matter doth pertain to the very fate of this star. The Icon of UL'DAH. In the distant past, these mighty beings did offer fierce resistance to the Allag Empire. However, they eventually fell. We'll read this later. Let's jump into this. Whew, I've been waiting a while. I'm definitely interested to see what that is about, though. I've never done it. The real hope is that this party doesn't ditch out too fast. I love the cutscenes. We're looking good. Beforehand, I don't like using my keyboard, so I'm going to do this. Set myself up. Oh, what is going down? Too big of a pool. goodness. Oh, I wouldn't have even died if I wouldn't have tried to help. Oh shit, I could actually do this as well. Kinda help me out here. Oh no. I'm gonna have to keep one of these open, it looks like. Avoid some unnecessary attention. What is up, T? Oh, I know. I've been told I'm giving it my all, that's for sure. I'm excited. What are you doing? I wasted that. Should have saved it. Thank you, Mira. I do not care for spoilers. And it is hard to avoid them, let me tell you. But it's cool that you've been playing Stormblood. I'm really excited to catch up. Magitech Predator. What? What is this? Oh, such a waste. I would very much like to do this place all over again. Learn a little thing or two about this guy. This thing. I do not know how to upgrade this. Cast some spells on that damn thing. Get out of here. Missiles. This guy sends me into panic mode. Alright. Good deal. Whew. What is up, Zombie Fox? Glad you can make it back. Der Über Gajin. Doing Palace of the Dead right now. Sounds fun. Just kill it. Whoa. Ninja coil. Oh, no. Seconds wasted. I figured that would do a little bit more damage than what it did. Needle burst. That one's new. Okay, they opened it. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, we died right off when we first got in here, Zombie Fox. It was pretty bad. So far, this has been a pretty decent party. Since then, we've all done fairly decent so far. Hopefully, we continue to do so. Somebody leveled up. Something happened. Oh, no! I got the loot. I didn't even roll for it. Oh, what is this? Get out of there! How do you avoid that? Oh shit. Ah! Damn. Took me out. Can't. No moving if you can see it. Okay. Whoa. Already went casting away. Oh, no. That was bad. Do not make me do this. Oh, that is such a long walk. Okay, thank goodness. Whew. Could have been bad. Could have been real bad. Yeah, I would really like to learn the mechanics of the bosses in here. This place seems like it could be really fun. If you know what you're doing. Everybody rushing to the key. I don't care. Go ahead. Button away. Oh, it definitely does suck when you die. No kidding. Hits you right in the soul. I'm just gonna save the Dreadworm Trance. I have wasted so many death flares so far. I'm getting too hasty. I'm gonna be a little conservative this time around. Oh shit, I forgot. Already. I was going for the ether foil. So used to rotation. Next boss is hard. Be on your toes. Gotta run fast. Whew. I'll try to be ready. Oh, it's the Griffin. Oh, I did not expect that. What happened to him with the Crystal Braves? Did he just ditch them? Betray them as well? Oh, I hope it lays into that. Why is he the Griffin?
How'd you like this?
Don't like it. Oh, I'm stunned. Whew. Close. Very close.
I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. Hurrah, amigo! I have you now.
Oh, do I gotta destroy these swords? Ah!
Yeah.
Where do you go?
How'd you like these?
Screw it.
Sloppy.
10,000. That was rough.
Yeah.
I mean, straight sloppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the rot of it, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. Sloppy. Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. Hurrah, amigo! I have you now.
Oof, these attacks.
Yeah. How'd you like these? Yeah!
We got a good healer. I'll say that all day. Woo! Oh. Oh. Really good healer. Oh. Really good healer. If you ever watch this video, congrats. You deserve it. Whew. Salty in the middle. Whew. Lolorito fired him. Sloppy. What is up, the clever Nazi? Oh, glad you could jump in here. For all amigo.
You've beaten me, aye.
Next part. Oh, time to get into this. Oh, I'm glad you all made it. Let's get into the story. Where's it going next?
But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold, a glimpse of things to come.
We did it! We showed the bastards!
Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense. when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
Who's this?
This is for Alamigo, for UL'DAH.
Laurentius.
They die that others may live.
What?
Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells! Do you hear that?
Oh, what are you doing, Joko?
War machines! How did they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
These remind me of the boss in Final Fantasy VIII with Biggs and Wedge.
There's nowhere to run! We're cut off!
When you're set on your first mission after you get Ifrit. Oh, they actually showed the death. I didn't expect that.
Gods help us! What were we thinking? The Empire's too big, too powerful. Mighty Rhalgr, grant us the strength to crush our...
There you are! As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Ill-bird. I should have known. This has to end. It has to end now. Do you not see your countrymen dying? Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand? You truly are a sheltered child, Leveilleur.
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in UL'DAH have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lolorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Alamigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power!
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
Gilbert definitely is passionate. You're right, Glamour Nazi. He's crazy.
What? Here? Now?
Like hells you will!
Basket case.
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
Does not sound like it went as planned. Nope, did not. Wow, showing blood and everything.
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
What?
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
What?
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Keep Marty, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Don't you dare, Papalimo! I know how that spell works.
Listen to answers in the background. Oh, this song, it always gets me. It plays at the most perfect times.
It is time to leave.
Quite right. Quickly now, off you go. The further away, the better.
No. Quit falling to pieces on me over here.
No! If you're staying, then so am I.
No, Ida. There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here. Not like this. Take her! Please, you have to take her!
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
What? No! We're gonna stay at Assad. They're gonna have to take me away too.
Hilda! I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
What the hell? Every step of the way. Ugh. That one was rough. Why did they make me go? I tried to stay and help. What's up, Harvey Dent? Oh yeah, rest in peace. No doubt. Why didn't they let me stay? Papalymo's my friend. I should have been there with him. I tried to stay too. You could see it in his eyes, Ida. He knew what he was doing, what had to be done. Master Louis Swall wore that same look. right before the end. Do you think I don't know that? I know, alright. I know. There's nothing more you could have done. It would caught us all off guard. Even Tonberry was powerless to stop him. If you must blame someone, then blame me. Just promise that you will never forget what Papalymo just strove to protect, or the lessons he tried to teach you. Don't speak to me. UL'DAH, with me. Go on. Go back to the Rising Stones. The others need to know what happened here. Ah, the feels. No doubt, the feels. David Park. No kidding, David. Clip, clip, clip. Don't get attached. Yeah, I totally agree. Could have done with more voice acting in that part. UL'DAH, create character development. Sorry to stray off path here for a second, everybody. You all know, due to my schedule, I'm just trying to see actually how much is completely left of this game, and don't worry, the closest thing to a spoiler I look up whenever I do this is I'm literally just looking at a main scenario quest. God. Or list, not a god. With just being on a strict schedule here, I don't want to accidentally waltz myself right into the end of the game and then not even have the time to finish it, or screw myself by finishing it. And I can do like 2 more missions here, and then I'm gonna have to save the rest of it for tomorrow night, everyone. Holy, I'm only 5 quests away. Woo! That's as close to a spoiler as I try to get right there. Sometimes the titles are a little spoilery. Stormblood fixed it. Oh wow, so there's much more in Stormblood with the voice acting. That is amazing to know. I totally wish I could read those characters. Sorry, I'm not versed so well. It is plain that recent events have shaken Alphino to the core. Once again, I find myself at a loss for words. But Thancred is right. We must return to the Rising Stones and apprise our companions of all this. Pray make your way there at once. I will send word to UL'DAH and the others of our imminent return. To the Rising Stones. You're really close. I'll definitely be tuning in tomorrow. Hopefully you all can. Hopefully you all can. Long cutscenes ahead. Oh, I was preparing for such. That's one of the reasons I'll have to cut it short. Yeah, Stormblood voice in almost every... Oh, I am stoked for that. Oh, almost the entire story. I actually wish that they could have actually done that with most of this game in the story. A lot of VA and cinematics and Stormblood main scenario quest. That is awesome. Cutscene heaven. Level 66 Samurai. Congratulations with the Samurai. Hopefully everything goes well with you there. I am really wanting to try out the Samurai myself. I've dabbled with the Red Mage. I haven't had a lot of time to actually go through and play that character out. I'm really wanting to drive myself through the story the rest of the way as the summoner first and beforehand, but no doubt in time I definitely want to play out a Samurai. They look really awesome. I really underestimated them at first. Miss Thancred's Tobino voice actor. Samurai's king of DPS. 'Twould seem you bring ill tidings, brother. Aye, behind the griffin's mask, we found the grinning face of an old adversary, old bird. I know not how, but he had in his possession the eyes of Nidhogg, whose dread power he used to initiate the summoning ritual. Even as we looked on, some sad things happened. By the 12. I don't understand. To attempt such a magic requires one's ether. No one, not even grandfather, could cast it and hope to survive. Indeed, it was ever a last resort, as I am certain Papalymo was aware. Thus did the pupil follow in the footsteps of his master, even unto the grave. I have as yet been unable to explain how UL'DAH came to possess Nidhogg's eyes. In the depths of the sea of clouds, a perpetual storm of water and wind aspected ether rages. No mortal could endure such conditions. Then mayhap it was the work of an Ascian. But now is not the time for idle speculation. Kral, I have need of your assistance. Yes, of course. We must inspect the cocoon of Lot and ascertain the state of the primal trapped within. Between our respective talents, I dare say we shall glean some measures of insight. Understood. I can't promise I'll be able to sense much through the barrier, but I shall certainly do my best. As shall I. Let us be about it then. What? Without so much as a by your leave. Pray forgive Arcanustola. Her brevity. She seeketh employment less. Her grief deprive her of will to act. A desire to comfort Ida, doubtless, confoundeth her unseemly haste. I too must content with the grievous loss in mine own way. By thy leave, Lady Asali, I shall honor our fallen colleagues through gainful study. There exist writings which may yet further our understanding of this cocoon of Lot. Stormblood has voiced a lot more due to higher budget. Very cool. Tried them both. Definitely will do, Glimmer Nazi. That'll be tonight's homework. I will watch and compare the two. I'm sure there's a lot there. Mayhap I was too quick to judge. Surrendering to sadness and regret would be a poor tribute to Papalymo's sacrifice. Quite We must begin preparations to face UL'DAH, a cursed creation, without delay. What time we have was purchase due at too dear a price for us to squander it. It would be nice to see with all this, the budget and the hop from Stormblood to actually go through and, oh, they've hit me with a fast one here. Okay, yeah, I'll have to ignore that. That right there is the quest I started beforehand. And everybody, regrettably, this is going to be the last quest. We will definitely jump back in here tomorrow, though, and finish out the Dragonsong War. The interminable wait for news from Gridania seems to be taking its toll on Odyssey. Ah, Tomberry, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Shroud remains largely unchanged, meaning we still have no idea how long it will be before a communication from the Alliance. One moment. I'm glad. Definitely glad, Zombie Fox. Hopefully, all of you can make it tomorrow. It'll be the same time. I'll be able to stay on a lot longer, though. Yes, of course, our representatives will be present. My thanks. Word from Gridania. The council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. They wish to discuss the problem, of course. As of Y'shtola's last report, the cocoon yet hung above the wall unchanged. Yes, but the Elder Seedseer doubtless shares our concerns about how long it will remain so. I am told that Sid Garlon has been called in to add his expertise to proceedings. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well, then I suggest we leave the Rising Stones in Tataru's capable hands and make haste for the Lotus Stand. Awesome. Glamour Nazi, glad to see that I could be some work entertainment. That's always nice. That's funny.
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
Towering Traveler.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay, Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
He's wielding a katana.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Is this the introduction of a samurai here?
Eh? Yes, you're in Eorzea.
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that. My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again.
Oh.
You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port. Though, 'twould perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Good God, man! Are you all right?
He was pumped. Oh, he's right outside
far indeed from home, friend.
Gosetsu. He's a hungry boy. Gosetsu. He's definitely pretty awesome. He's my boy. Okay, back to Gridania. Love the tavern music. I wish there was a tavern-like area around here where I'm, like my area, that played Final Fantasy music. How awesome would that be? Welcome, Warrior of Lot. This way, if you please. Gosetsu and Yugiri are my favorites. The map looks so similar to Final Fantasy XII. There's a lot of similarities in this game to 12. I'll talk about them all the time. I love the fact that this game plays so much for fans. So many nods.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbird's thrice damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near. The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
A little early. I'm gonna have to set this thing down.
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon. Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment. Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
So the primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
What in the hells are you doing here?
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
How did he even get in this place?
Who is this man?
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend.
Mira, that would be pretty cool. I've actually played with a few people through the stream. It actually goes pretty smooth. It installs this asshole. It's Dante from Devil May Cry.
As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Omega? That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanal since the Allegans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
I'm sorry? Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have it, I am graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
And what, you just expect us to accept? Why would we trust the word of a man who furnished the Black Wolf with the means to subjugate Eorzea?
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years, studying side by side at the Academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I. But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame? Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allegans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartano while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
To really get a choice? Ooh. He makes a convincing case. No, but I'll keep an eye on him. Oh, that one's gonna be tough. What should I see? Why is he allowed to walk freely? I totally agree. He probably should be in some sort of prison. Because he's an asshole, he's a charismatic asshole. Does he know he has something on his forehead? Trueborn Garleen have a third eye on their heads. Sid has one too. So does my character. Cassetsu's big. Okay, I'm going to go with, he makes a convincing case. Any objections? Any objections at all? This is a hard one. We're gonna go with he makes a convincing case. We'll go with there. Uh-oh. It's gonna blow their minds.
He makes me grind my teeth is what he does. But I suppose we don't have much of a choice. Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
Yes. The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. 'Twould seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Cartanau and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Cartanau being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, DHONA occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
Well.
My blade is yours.
Not a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
Alice, so more like Alice. Well, that was a rather unexpected development, and one which raises a number of questions, not least among them how Nero chanced to learn the council meeting in the first place. Oh, that is a good point. How did he even know it was going down? I was wondering how he even got in. But how did he even know of the existence of that very meeting? Everything that goes on is supposed to be secretive in there. So that is a mystery on its own. And just so this doesn't throw me off tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm not gonna abandon it. I'm just gonna take the clutter away until I'm freed up here. I would very much like to get those 4 things out of the way. But that is all for tonight, everybody. Savage. So, okay. Did Nero seek out Omega because he wanted to use it as his own gains, or did he seek it out because he knew UL'DAH was going to summon a super promal? We shall see indeed. Let's keep too many spoilers out of here. But everybody, no doubt, this is it for me tonight. I've been searching for Omega since 2.0. Well, that is a very long time to search. There's no telling how many in-game days that could have been. But everybody, we will finish this. I promise you all, tomorrow night. We will be starting about the same time, between 8 o'clock and 8:30. Actually, let's make it sometime between 7:45 and 8:30. It really just depends on my schedule, about the time I get home from work and get old Choco here walked and ready. But no doubt we will finish tomorrow. I'm excited. And hopefully you subscribe if you're interested in seeing that ending. It shall be awesome. Oh yes, Thamriel. I actually love his content. With this particular channel of mine here, I do not actually subscribe to many people at all with it. Try to keep things very simple with it. Him I actually subscribed with. That way when I'm on the go, I can actually check out some of his stuff. The guy, he connects with his crowd pretty well. T and Mira, thank you for joining. The Glamour Nazi, good night to you as well. Glad you could join us. Harvey Dent, Zombie Fox. It has been amazing. Hopefully we can keep everything going. And T, it's all good. Just make it when you can. It's all good. Tomorrow shall be awesome. I cannot wait to see how the end of the Dragon Song War actually plays out. Renata Stark, thank you for coming in here as well and watching. It has been great. It has definitely been a great night. David, glad you could jump in here. We had a lot of the story unravel. Der Uber Gajin, glad you could join us as well. It was amazing. Oh, I totally wish I could read those characters. Oh, this just keeps going. Oh, thank you all for keeping that the chat alive tonight. Definitely. As I always say, it definitely helps me stay motivated through playthroughs. Augustus, thanks for watching, and Baron, thank you for watching as well. But everybody, again, it is you'll tune in tomorrow. Awesome. Thankfully, oh, Red, so sorry. Glad you could join us as well. But hopefully all of you can tune in tomorrow, and those who can't, it's all good. I will be here every day still, no doubt. This is my second job, basically. Trying to get up there. But again, I thank you all. It has been great. I need to go walk Choco, and I've got to settle down and start getting ready for bed to my early schedule tomorrow. But again, tomorrow night I will be able to play a lot longer. We'll get all these cutscenes out. We'll go through this main scenario, and I may even jump into a little stormblood. We'll see how it goes. I am excited, no doubt. But until then, everybody, I'm out of here. And Wednesday, we will be returning with more Final Fantasy XII. I'm excited to get back into that. I've taken a break. I do not play the older titles through my work days. I try to stick strictly to here to 14, and then on my off days I try to go full throttle out with everything I can possibly stream, basically. But definitely 12 will return on Wednesday. Oh, right there at a very awkward spot where I saved. A lot's gonna come throwing in at us, from story to nice little fight scenes. It's gonna be great. But be sure to stick around for that Wednesday. But everyone, I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. Good night. Hopefully you have a tremendous night. And to anybody at work, hopefully it goes well for you. Hopefully. Good night, and see you all tomorrow.